Hi everyone, welcome back to Vegan Me. My name is Wendy and I wanted to talk today about something I got. This is new. I'm sure that you've probably seen some reviews about this, but I wanted to talk about it because I have been a long time Clarisonic user, and I want to be clear. When I say long time, I mean this is the very first rendition of the Clarisonic that came out, and I think I got this around 2005. Comes with this ginormous charging stand, and I have never really had a problem with it. It's always charged. I'm not one of these people that ever really got onto the bandwagon of changing the brush head. I think they say you're supposed to change the brush head every 3 months. When I take off this part here and you look inside, as long as I've had this, I've never cleaned the inside of it. And you can see, whether it's, whether it's in focus or not, you can see it is not built up. There's no growth inside there. It could be that I just never used mine, never kept it inside the shower. You know, I always kept it on its charging base. I always kept it charging. Never had any problem with it. What I did feel though is that it was a little bit too abrasive for regular use. I'm not saying that I would completely abandon the Clarisonic, because I think that it has value maybe on a once a month kind of, you know, super uber kind of exfoliation day or something like that. But on a regular basis, to use it every day, or even a couple times a day, I think it's too abrasive for the skin, and I think that it creates maybe more problems than it solves. So I wanted to kind of stretch my wings out a little bit and look at other things that are out there. And one thing that caught my eye is the Foreo Luna. And this comes in, well, there's a couple actually different types. There's the regular size, and then there's the minis. The minis I think come with one speed, and they come in a variety of different colors. Purple being one of them. I would have loved to have gotten a full-size purple one, but it wasn't available. So I went ahead and got the pink, which is for sensitive to normal skin. Then there's a white one, which is for like uber sensitive skin, and then there is a blue one which is for combination skin. Now I do think my skin is probably maybe a little more combination, but I figured it was safer to stay in the middle and go for the one that's kind of in the middle, the sensitive to normal skin. And this is a little bit different than the Clarisonic on several different levels, one of which it's you charge it, and I believe the charge lasts somewhere around 4 to 6 months, and you can use this thing twice a day, where the Clarisonic required more charging than that. And I actually used to just keep my Clarisonic charging all the time, where this one, I'm just planning on using it until it needs charged. And, you know, from everything that I read, it doesn't need charged very often. So that's one good thing. It comes with a 2-year warranty. I think that there's a little bit more warranty information than that, and I don't want to try to speak like I'm an authority on the warranty part. So I'll leave that to you, to your research. But I have been using it now for, I would say, about a week and a half. And I've tried to use it twice a day, but at the very least I've been using it once a day. And this also has a feature that the Clarisonic doesn't, which is the back here has these ribs which are for anti-aging. The only drawback I'll say that I've experienced with it is that I use the cleansing portion of it in the bathroom, either in the tub or the shower, and then when it's time to do the anti-aging part, I bring it out to my vanity and I do that part with my serums, and then I leave it here. So I find that I end up in the bathroom without this with me, so that can be a little bit of a bummer. I have to like get into a habit of taking it back into the bathroom when I'm done with it. But that being said, I wanted to take you through a little bit about how this works and just give you my thoughts on how this works. I will tell you right up front, I really like it. So it is designed to where you can lock it so that the light on the bottom doesn't stay on. In order to unlock it, you press the plus and the minus buttons together and it will light up. Oh, it didn't do that though. Hold on. The magic of television, right? Ah, there we go. Okay, so it lit up and now it's ready for use, and you can turn it on, and then you can plus or minus the speed, you know, to you know, put it to where you like it. So when you first press it, it starts at the highest, and you can press the button and reduce the speed to lower. And I think this has 8 different settings, so you can really, you know, change it to whatever you want it to be. And then you press this middle button again, the home button, if this were an iPhone, and it turns off. Very similar to the Clarisonic, it tells you when it's time to go to a different zone. So I think that you spend, if I'm not mistaken, 20 seconds on each cheek, and then 15, well, wait a minute, that's not going to add up right. Something like that though. But I think that it's close to 20 seconds on each cheek, and then you have the balance of the minute spread between your forehead, your nose, and your chin. And I think maybe it's just predominantly the forehead and chin, because your nose gets encompassed in with your cheek. And I have found you use your standard cleanser. You want to remove your eye makeup and things like that. This isn't like the Clarisonic. It's really not designed for, you know, use around the eye area, on the eye itself. You can if you want to, but it's really not a good idea to try to use this to remove your makeup. So remove your makeup and then go back in with this, and it uses ultrasonic technology to actually loosen the dead cells and pull, you know, loosen the dirt that is inside your pores. And then once you go through the 1 minute, you rinse your face, and you want to wait until you're ready to put on your serums to do the other parts. So these little hairs here, they're like, it's made out of silicone. So these little silicone jobbers, you know, get into the nooks and crannies, and that does a really great job of cleaning. I can tell you, it not only does it do a great job of cleaning, but it also does a great job of smoothing your skin. And then when you're ready to use your serums and your skin is dry and, you know, you're at your vanity or wherever, you put those on, and then you use this side on a higher setting, and you just rub it around the areas where you want, you know, like where you're 11. Some of us have a 1, 11, a 3, whatever. And then on the crow's feet area, around your nasolabial folds, across the tops of your lips, and basically do that for 1 minute. So you're using it for 2 minutes total. They recommend that you don't use it for more than 3 minutes at a time, and I don't see it really a need to use it for more than 3 minutes. 1 minute for cleansing, 1 minute for anti-aging, and do that twice a day, and you will see results. And I think that it really truly does replace the Clarisonic, at least in my opinion. It could depend on your skin, you know, and how you do, but I think that this is a lot more gentle. It's not, you know, intended to be a rough, grainy exfoliant. It is something that is loosening the dirt. It's energizing your, you know, your skin. It's helping your skin do its natural, normal thing of cell production, oil secretion and control, and things like that. And I think that this is really the way to go. Not that the Clarisonic should ever be necessarily just tossed, even though I have the world's oldest one. I think it's also bigger than all the ones now. But I will continue to use this. I just probably will only use it maybe once a month. The other thing about the Luna is that you should not use this with anything abrasive. So that means anything with clay, anything with grains, because it can actually damage these little silicone teeth or whatever, fingers or whatever we want to call these, and you wouldn't want to do that, because this is a very smooth device, and when it's on your skin, you're not feeling anything scratchy, and so you wouldn't want to do any damage to those. If you need to use scrubs or things like that, use those separately, and then use this with, you know, something a little bit more, with more slip to it and no grains in it. And so that is my take on the Foreo Luna. I'm really happy with it. The other thing I wanted to add is that this is the charging cable that comes with it. It's just basically a little 2-prong and has a little end that plugs into your unit. And like I said, from what I'm told, if you use this properly, which is, you can use it twice a day for 2 minutes, and then turn it off by pressing these 2 buttons together. The light will go out, and then it's in standby, and again, you probably don't need to charge it again for another 5 months. No brush head replacing, although, as I've already said, I've never done that with the Clarisonic anyways, but they do recommend it, especially if you're really giving it some heavy duty use, and getting a lot of makeup and things like that on it. I can see where it could potentially become a problem. So you have to replace your brush heads every 3 months according to Clarisonic. You don't ever need to replace a brush head with one of these. This was $199. That was the cheapest price I could find it at. They're not available widely in the stores. I actually had to buy this online. I looked everywhere. I looked at Bloomingdale's, I looked at Nordstrom, I looked at Sephora, Ulta. I looked in all the stores and I couldn't find it. I ended up having to order it online, but I'm so glad that I did. I tell you, Clarisonic has like totally cornered the market. Any of those stores you go into, they're like loaded. Like every corner it seems you go in the beauty sections, you find this pod of Clarisonics and all the different types they have out now. So Clarisonic is really everywhere. Again, it's a really good product. It just was a little bit too abrasive for my skin on a daily basis, and for what my needs are. And I think the Foreo Luna is really a good product, and I'm so happy I got it. And so that's my take, and thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like these kinds of videos, if you want to see me review more products. If you have some input, feedback on the Foreo Luna and your experiences with it, I would love to hear that. And I will talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.